with no rehearsal. Learn quickly, they'll come for your role. Games can play, can't take it personal.
Cause the devil is a lie, and I never lie. Cause I told y'all the whole way. Some things you gotta do. Hey, 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 hey. Barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, man. We go live tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We got Frederick Douglass family coming in to the barbershop tomorrow. Should be awesome. Appreciate on the mic with Terrence Bailey, man, for setting that up for us. Things that make you go, Y'all remember about a month ago I snapped on y'all at the barbershop because y'all niggas wasn't listening to me. Oh, Fred, you hating on Al Heyman. You don't, whatever the case may be. Bob Arum, listen, when I do an interview with Bob Arum, y'all niggas better shut up and listen. Y'all niggas, stop asking dumb questions. No, it's about money, niggas. It's about money. And now I'm just going to sit here and break this shit down for y'all because I might make this video 18 times because I told y'all niggas, I said Eddie Hearn will not go against Bob Arum for no fighter, period. Y'all niggas want to fight me on that. No. And guess who else won't do it? Oscar De La Hoya, Al Heyman, all them niggas are in cahoots together to make this boxing shit stay like it used to. The same thing Republicans and Democrats. I just did a video 6 hours ago, and Bob Arum just told y'all niggas what I said 3 hours ago. Shout out to Sean Zintel, man. Shout out to Son. It's on Fight Hype, man. I'm not cool with them, so I just got to use a quote, okay? But feel free to go to their channel and check the audio. You know what I mean? And but yeah, he said it'll be very ill-advised for Eddie to bid on a Teofimo, and that's a quote. Ill-advised. So what that mean? You gonna fuck up my relationship for one fight? Go ahead, nigga. Go ahead, nigga. It's like in the hood when you fuck up the plug. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something, man, and I need y'all to eat all this up. All you young fighters better fucking listen to me and listen clearly. I'm sitting in this barbershop chair. Shout out to Asia, man, for donating it. Love you much, man. 55 sitting on 55 mil. 43 sitting in your barbershop chair. Appreciate you, King. I am oppressor free. And what I mean by oppressor free, all I gotta do is pay my taxes. Like every other working class person in this country. Outside of that, I ain't gotta listen to shit. I can talk my shit. I can be whoever the fuck I want to be. I ain't gotta go clock in. I ain't gotta do a goddamn thing. And you said, Fred, why are you saying that shit? Because I tried to explain to y'all niggas. Oh, Fred, you just hating. No, niggas, I'm not hating. When I'm talking to Bob Arum, I'm giving y'all the answers to every fucking test you ever need in boxing. But y'all niggas gonna talk about, oh, he ducking him. He ducking. It ain't about fucking ducking, you stupid niggas. It ain't about ducking. It's about power. It's about power. He ducking him. He ducking him. He ducking him. No, it's about power. You got 4 fighters with 4 different promoters. How's it gonna happen? I don't give a fuck what nobody say. If you accept a check from a promoter, you are complicit. All right? Say it how you want to say it. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'll say this. Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn are great friends. Now let's start. What fighter y'all want to start with first? Y'all want to start with, let's start with Teofimo Lopez first. Then we'll work our way down to Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, and Tank Davis. Because I think this shit is important. And you better save this. Y'all better save this video because the names are going to change, but the business are going to stay the same. They didn't kick me out of boxing because just because I admired and supported the black fighters. I know too much. I ask questions that expose the sport of boxing. And Bob Arum is in his final lap. So he's like, you know what I'm going to do? This man been pressing me for about 8 years. These last years I have in my life, I'm going to sit in his barbershop chair and give the world all the answers to the test. Bob Arum respects me because I'm the only nigga that never folded before him. I'm the only nigga that never asked him for a ticket to a fight. Never asked him for food. Never asked him for an extra credential. No, never asked anybody for none of that shit, with the exception of Sam Watson. I take that back. You know, Sam Watson is my brother from matter of fact, like an uncle, like a godfather. So that's a little bit different. But outside of Sam Watson, nah, it ain't happening. I ain't never, you know how many free tickets I done turned down, and nah, it ain't happening, dog. It's not happening. So at the end of the day, I say this, man. I take that back. I have taken a handful of tickets, but it was for a covert operation. It wasn't because of, you get what I'm saying? So, but anyways, I'll say this. I'll say this, and I thank y'all in advance too that helped me out, and y'all know who y'all are. Let's start with Teofimo Lopez. I told y'all niggas, man. God, I know too much. As soon as he won those belts, it extended his contract. I told y'all niggas, man. He got 3.5 years left on Top Rank. 3.5 years. Junior running around like he's in charge. Teofimo running around. No, you're gonna do what they tell you to do. Everybody running around with their head cut off. It don't matter. I told y'all love narratives too much. How about the truth for once? How about the truth? Truth is, you need to buy a house, not a motherfucking Rolex. The truth is, you need to buy a house. All right. And not the newest Jordans. And the truth is, you need to educate your kids and not just depend on your school system. Because guess what? You grow up and be a fighter, and guess what? You look up to a man like Bob Arum. You look up to a man like Eddie Hearn. You look up to a man like Al Heyman. My son ain't looking up to none of y'all niggas. We either gonna work together and be each other's allies or nothing. That's it. Mutual respect is part of humanity, but looking up to you niggas, I don't give a fuck who you are. My son ain't looking up to none of y'all niggas. Because he gonna know. He gonna have the answers to the test. I don't just depend on the school education to educate my son or my daughter, excuse me. No. I told y'all niggas for years. Y'all niggas argued with me in the barbershop for like 3 days. We had a 4-hour live on this topic. We had a 4-hour and 41-minute live on this topic because y'all niggas wouldn't listen. Fred is hating. No, Fred ain't hating. Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn are gonna work together. And they ain't compromising themselves. They ain't compromising their relationship for one fighter. Al Heyman is not compromising what he has for one fighter. Y'all want to see all these fights? No, they ain't happening, y'all. It ain't happening. Now let's go. Let's digress back to Teofimo Lopez for a second. Purse bid. Teofimo Lopez is in a purse bid. Bob Arum knows Al Heyman. I just said this shit in a video 6 hours ago. 3 hours before Bob Arum did this interview with Sean Santel. I hate mispronouncing people's name, but excuse me, Sean. 3 hours ago, he said the same thing I said. No way Eddie Hearn would go a purse bid for Bob Arum. Look at the title of my video. Look at the time. How the fuck does this happen? How the fuck do I say the same thing Bob Arum say, and I only talk to Bob Arum when y'all hear his voice? I don't talk to Bob. Excuse me, I said Al Heyman. Bob Arum. I don't talk to Bob Arum outside of the interviews I do. That's it. I'm a truth seeker, y'all. And that's the truth. Listen, no one is going to bid on Teofimo Lopez purse bid. Nah. I mean, it may be an upstart promotional company, but guess what? You bid on that purse bid, Top Rank gonna kick you out. Golden Boy's not gonna bid on it. Eddie Hearn is not gonna bid on it. Nah, it ain't happening. It's not happening. I heard Mr. Haney say he's gonna bid on it. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not. Not unless you do it under a shell company. You know, that can happen. Bob Arum is publicly negotiating and compromising Teofimo Lopez at the same time publicly. I'll wait. Press one. Shout out to Champ Side. I'll wait. Y'all not understanding business. They didn't show the replays of Latrell Sprewell choking PJ Carlissimo on accident 50 million times. They wanted to minimize him. They didn't show Ray Rice a million times by accident. They want to minimize him. Shit, man. Come on, man. God damn, man. Come on, man. Y'all ain't ready for it, though. See, this is why people don't want to hear the truth. People want to feel comfortable. Narratives make you feel comfortable. Narratives is that gray area. Narratives is this gray area in life where it's okay if you disagree because it's not set firm. It's just a story. It's just absolute. The only thing you shouldn't know in life as an absolute is there heaven or hell? What do we do after death? You can believe, but there's nothing in the life that you do that you shouldn't know. Trust me on that. Ryan Garcia. The moment Ryan Garcia won, I told y'all the fights aren't happening. What everybody do on YouTube, what everybody do on Boxing Scene and all these other blogs and all this shit. Ryan Garcia gonna fight him. Man, come on, man. Y'all should just come to my channel. I mean, I'll be keeping a buck. Y'all should just come to my channel. Y'all should come to my channel first. You know what I'm saying? Because these fucking narratives after narrative after narrative after narrative, man. You know what I mean? It's just, oh my gosh. Tank gonna fight Ryan. Ryan gonna fight Teofimo. Ryan gonna fight Pacquiao. Devin gonna fight Ryan or Teo or Tank. None of that shit is happening. You gonna know when it's gonna happen. When there's only one door. Too many doors now. Too many options. Too many levels of power. Now, we on Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is doing what he do best. Promote. And we fall right into it. Oh, Ryan Garcia tweeted this. So it must gonna happen, boss. Yassa massa. Ryan Garcia said he gonna fight Pacquiao. So guess what? He gonna fight Pacquiao. Ryan Garcia said he gonna fight Tank, but he gonna fight Tank. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Ryan Garcia ain't writing checks. He cashing checks, man. Only way you a boss if you write the check and you cash the check, nigga. That's it. In the grand scheme of things. Devin Haney next. Devin Haney, Team Haney dropped the ball on the Gary Russell fight. It would have excluded all entities. They could have got the fight through the Ali Act. All they had to do was pay their promoter. Only thing is you can't have you wouldn't be able to go to court in Nevada. You would have to go to court in another state because Bob Arum probably got a strong threshold on the circuit courts, on the circuit judges in Nevada. Simply put. It's the truth, man. It's the truth. Team Haney, Devin Haney Promotions is co-promoting with Matchroom. Team Haney, Devin Haney Promotions gets the money from Matchroom, which has an alliance with DAZN. So Devin Haney has the ability to go pursue an opponent, but they get the money from Matchroom. That's how the game goes. Like I said, if you want absolute power, you got to write the check and you got to cash the check. It's simply that answer. And Tank Davis had a 2-lap head start on all 3 of these niggas. All 3 of these niggas. All 3 of them. This nigga want to be a nigga. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what Tank Davis should have did. And Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, y'all niggas pay attention. I'm gonna just give y'all one tip, and pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, because y'all are really talking to a boss right now. Not matter of fact, you're talking to a Mo. You know who Master P is? I don't have his money, but I own 100% of my time like Master P. So y'all niggas need to really pay attention. Y'all want to be a household name? You want to be the people's champ? Go around the country and co-promote these cards that are now in Atlanta and Florida and Texas. Those are the open states, right? You know, these working class promoters that may need a bump. Help them sell tickets. Co-promote the event. Tank Davis, and I told Adrian Broner this years ago on a grander scale. I gave Adrian Broner a game plan that was just fucking stupendous, man. He wasn't listening to me. Everybody sees me as just a YouTuber, but when this shit is all said and done, I'm gonna be the richest nigga in boxing. So y'all, I'm not. And the funny thing is, I'm gonna make the least amount of my worth. What's it called? Your net worth, whatever it's called, from boxing. So y'all niggas better pay attention, niggas. I don't make no money in boxing. I make a few $1,000s a month, but you know, I'm trying to build this into something bigger for my kids, so they won't need nobody's platform. Everything Lincoln does, he can do it in the barbershop. He want to put on a concert and sell tickets? Shit, why not? Why not sell 1,000 tickets at $10 a piece? That's $10,000 in one night. And Denver's a great show. Guess what? We sell 10,000 tickets for $10. We make $100,000 in one night. Clean cash. No middleman, no promoter, no nothing. Kennedy want to be a model? Guess what? Her father's Emmy nominated. I can pick up her camera and we can do our own shit. Yeah, listen, when you get the bag, here's what I want to explain to y'all. When y'all get the bag, when you get $1 million bag, you better set yourself up to create $1 million worth of independence. That's the mistake I made early on in my. I bought the jewelry. I bought a Bentley. You know, I was just a young nigga going to Vegas. Y'all know that lifestyle. I probably spent $1 million on bullshit. The car was 300,000. I mean, 100 and whatever it was. Y'all know what it is. So, but that's the point I'm making. That was a fucking dog. You know how many properties I could have bought instead of buying that fucking car? I regret that shit. Like, no, I don't regret it. You know what I mean? Because but it's just a learning. I learned from it. So if you're getting $1 million bag, Teofimo's $1 million fighter now. Devin Haney's $1 million fighter. Tank Davis is $1 million fighter. Ryan Garcia is not $1 million fighter. Every time you get a check, guys, you better create a level of independence out of that check. Because it's going to start raining one day. It's going to stop raining it's going to start to rain one day. And that $1 million is going to be 800,000. Then it's going to be 600,000. But guess what? You're always going to be under the thumb of Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, Oscar De La Hoya, and Al Heyman. Oh, Fred, don't put Al Heyman in this. Well, I mean, it's a part of the game. It's part of the game. Look how long Castano had to be a mandatory. Al Heyman had to wait for his mandatory position to get the WBO belt. You get it? Do y'all following what I just said? I'm going to repeat it for all the slow niggas. Al Heyman had to wait for his mandatory position to get the WBO belt. Can Al Heyman afford to pay Teixeira to fight Charlo? Absolutely. Of course he can afford. He probably made what 300,000 a night. He was a champion, but it was in Fantasy Spring, so none of them making $1 million. And it was the co-main event. It wasn't even the main event. Imagine that. So I'm saying all this to say this, man. Everybody running around here saying who's ducking, who's this. I'm giving y'all the truth. And if y'all niggas ain't gonna listen to me, who is not asking y'all for a dime, but just your ear, this is Eddie Hearn's. Bob said something. Every interview I do, y'all don't hear him because I'm having a conversation with him. Y'all think I should be yelling at Bob, getting mad at Bob. I'm giving future generations game on top of game. Every time I interview Bob, in that 30-minute segment that I interview Bob, I'm giving y'all Hall of Fame worthy journalism. Nobody interviews Bob Arum like me. Nobody will interview Eddie Hearn like me. Al Heyman don't do interviews. Oscar will never do an interview with me. Simply put. Nobody. When y'all click on Barbershop Conversation, y'all better bow. I just told y'all 6 weeks ago, we did a 4-hour and 41-minute live. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was sweating under my sweaters and shit, just mad that I wasn't mad. I was just so confused that y'all don't understand the grander scale. Y'all coming in here and saying, oh, niggas are ducking. Oh, promoters don't want to work together. Promoters are working together. I told y'all that shit. I woke up 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I woke up. People said, oh, you had a mental breakdown. No, nigga, I woke up. Every day of my life, I'm happy as fuck. I ain't never had a mental breakdown in this boxing shit. Never in a million years. People were just shocked that I spoke about Al Heyman in a negative light. Yes. Because if your name ain't Deontay Wilder, Earl Spence, and most recently, Mikey Garcia, you got to work for your shit. And he only fight once a year, if that. Oh, man. If boxing was fair, Al Heyman could afford Teixeira years ago. But he understands the business of the game. He has to wait for his place in the line. And now he's able to bring Castano over, pay him 0.5 more than what he made, step in and fight Jamel Charlo sometime in August. Was it March already? The Charlo's only fighting once this year. Imagine that. Why? Because the men in suits don't want to lose money. That's why all these promotion companies are allowing their fighters to fight. I repeat, did y'all hear the word allow? Allowing them to fight once a year because they don't want to lose money all across the board. And that's the truth. So we may have Bob Arum. We're going to build on this, man. We may have Bob in tomorrow. I haven't called him or anything, but this got me crumped, man. This got me crumped. Oh man, this got me crumped because Bob Arum is gonna sit on this phone and tell y'all niggas, but y'all take things so literally. Y'all don't connect the dots. I swear to God, man. Y'all call me Bob Arum's topper. What y'all call me? What's something? I forget some of the names, but anyway, y'all basically call me an ally of Top Rank. No, nigga. I'm feeding y'all the truth. Al Heyman won't come in the barbershop, but he's never spoken to anyone, so I can't hold that against him. It ain't like he's doing interviews with media A and not coming into the barbershop. He ain't interviewing nobody, so I can't be mad. But I can raise the point. None of these fighters have power. None of them. None of them. None of them. None of them. The only way they will have power is if they do it on their own. But they can't do it on their own because they need an opponent. You know what these fighters need to do? That's why that Gary Russell, Devin Haney fight was so important. But niggas are online fighting over contracts. Nigga this, nigga that. I love them to death. I love the Haneys and I love what's Batman to death. But is the goal to prove you're right, or is the goal to win? If the goal is to win, nigga, get the fight done. You know why that fight was important? Because of tonight. It brings it all the way back home. And I quote Bob Arum. It'll be very ill-advised for Eddie Hearn to bid on the Teofimo purse bid. That means you'll never make money with me again if you do that shit. Al Heyman, you bid on this fucking contract, you'll never get Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford's not gonna have a choice at the end of his contract but to re-sign with Top Rank. Y'all niggas, guess you're gonna hold him in court for 2 years. What are you gonna be, 36, 37? It's not a dirty game if you know it. I would never, if I had an elite fighter, see, Dad is rich and intelligent. I'm talking about me. If Lincoln was a fighter, I would never let him sign. Never let him sign with a promotional company. I'd rather fight in Mexico. I'd rather pay my son $5,000 to fight. Don't worry. We just got to get you a championship fight. And before we get you a championship fight, you know what you're going to be? You're going to be the people's champ. You got your own platform. Daddy knows 10% of my associates are celebrities. Oh, yeah, we're going to work this circuit. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, we're not spending money. We're going to teach people how to make money. I'm not going to spend money to be famous. I'm going to tell Lincoln to teach people how to make money to be famous. That means you got loyal fans. Y'all going to see it in a few years. If Lincoln decides to be a performer, if Lincoln decides to be a chemist, y'all going to see the growth on this channel. If Lincoln decides to be a doctor, like his mother, or if he wants to be an Emmy-nominated film director, because y'all respect the Emmy-nominated shit, like his daddy, y'all gonna see the growth on this channel. Kennedy too. And you know what y'all gonna say? You know what y'all gonna say? Fred showing off. Nigga, I'm giving y'all the blueprint. Y'all don't know Master P. Y'all can't touch Master P, but y'all can touch me. Oh, Fred, he only worth a few million. That puts me in 2% of man, y'all mother. See, that's that dumb nigga shit. But guess what? It's all mine, niggas. It's all mine, niggas. I ain't gotta give no one 20%. Everything I do is 100% mine, y'all. And guess what? My accountant is as smart as Donald Trump's accountant. Y'all niggas, Donald Trump. Hey, man, y'all niggas, y'all better wake up. All of a sudden, now Americans want to pay taxes. Oh man, homie. So, anyways, man, this video was so important because y'all gonna see the development. I don't, man. Listen, I smile and I'm kind, and I know I'm not the biggest man in the world, and I know I'm not the most intelligent man in the world. But what I do know is common sense, and what I do know is money, because I pay a lot of taxes, and I pay a lot of people. So I understand relationships, and I know how business works. I know that thread. I know that weave. You know how you did that 3-man weave when you was playing high school or college ball? That's what business is. You know what fighters are worried about? What basketball they gonna do the 3-man weave in? You know what Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum and Al Heyman and Oscar De La Hoya are worried about? Just finishing the 3-man weave. The fighters are never going to get to be able to do the 3-man weave because they arguing over what ball they gonna use. Oh man. I hope this video helps everybody. Listen, nobody's ducking nobody because they can't fight anyway. Now I could say people move a little bit different. I would say Devin Haney is the most aggressive one. But who's he co-promoting with? Eddie Hearn. And what did Bob Arum just tell Eddie Hearn? It'll be ill-advised for him to bid on Teofimo's fight, on the Teofimo fight. It'll be ill-advised. You know why they can do business together? Because they know how to do business together. You always see in these drug movies and shit, niggas getting jealous. Oh, he getting more than you. He told you he was the king. You know, I drove my Bentley to maybe 5. I probably covered 100 fights in LA. Just LA. No lie. You know, I probably only drove my Bentley to 5 fights. You know why? Because I knew I was gonna be the spook by the door. I knew it. I never showed off my Bentley. Never. And you know when I did? Because my fucking Honda was in the shop. I never said, hey, I'm gonna drive my Bentley to the fight. Never. Never. And when I parked at StubHub Center, I always parked across the street anyway, so no one ever knew what I drove anyway. When I went to the Forum, I would leave doing the handyman work because I got property all around the Forum. Park at the Forum, go in, do my job, stay as long as I want because I'm my own boss, and leave and go finish painting, fixing drains, putting up brick walls, whatever I had to do. Painting lines for parking, whatever I had to do, man. You know what I mean? And that's the God honest truth, y'all. I could have showed off my Bentley and been like, ha ha, look at me. I could have parked my Bentley next to Tom Loeffler's if he had one. I could have. For sure. Next to Floyd Mayweather's Rafe, I could have. Never did. Nah. You know why? Because I knew I was a spook by the door. I went in there blind, pretending to be blind, pretending I couldn't smell, so I needed help, pretending I couldn't see, so I pretended I needed a leader. I had to hold on somebody's shoulder. I go into every situation like that, unassuming, small, 5'7", 175 pounds right now. You know what I mean? You know, and then I get all the intel, and it's in this video right now. I genuinely believe that's why Bob Arum likes talking to me. Find me another 90-minute Bob Arum interview on the internet in the last 2 years. I'll wait. Press 1. Shout out to Chav Side. Find me a 90-minute interview of Bob Arum on the internet. Find me one. Because he knows I know. He knows I'm an intelligent guy. And he comes on and says, you know what? I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to give him what he's been wanting all these years. Me and Bob got a long history. You know why Steve Kim don't like me? Because of those bus rides we took together. And I would drill Bob Arum. Drill Bob. I mean, when I say drill, I mean drill him. You know why Dougie Fisher don't like me? Because of that reason. Because I saw the failures. I saw them taking over boxing. But now that you got the answers, guys, what's your excuse? Eddie Hearn is no different than Bob Arum. Oscar De La Hoya is no different than Bob Arum. Al Heyman is no different than Bob Arum. I've never seen a fighter on PBC say, I'm gonna make a fight. You know what they say? Talk to Al. Eh, Ask me to do something. Ask me who I'm gonna say go talk to. Where's Amir at? Oh, it's Amir right there. Hey, Fred, you think we talk to Al. Talk to Al. Me and DB got a new thing in the barbershop. What does talk to Al mean? We asked David Benavidez, is that a sign of ducking? He said, yeah. It's a long ass video, man. It's the longest video I've done in a minute like this. So, anyhow, man, hopefully y'all get it. And this is the truth. Everything I ain't lying not one time. The only way these fighters can call their own shots is when they writing and cashing their own check. Remember when Floyd showed that $100 million check? He wrote it to himself, if I'm not mistaken. And I know it was for show. He just wrote it, but that's the whole key. Imagine if Floyd was a genius in the ring as he was with his money. Ain't no way in hell if I had $100 million, I'll be making deals with white people. And I mean my oppressors, because there are white people you can do business with for the betterment of others. That motherfucker, white boy from Omaha said, "Oh, this is a new billionaire. We about to get him." Anyhow, man, that's the truth. Teofimo Lopez, you got 3.5 years with Al Heyman. I mean, with Bob Arum. Tank Davis, you can't do nothing because guess what? Another Sean interview. You know what? You know what? What's that nigga name, man? Leonard Ellaby said, "Oh, at Top Rank, they do great business over there." You know why he's not talking bad about them? They got to work together. They playing the same game. Some people do it nicer. All them niggas under contract. 1 fight deal, 3-year deal, 2 fight deal, 2-year deal, and the list goes on and on. Devin Haney, Gary Russell, because you had 2 elite fighters that would have potentially been the people's champ. Who would have won? Boxing. They would have been celebrated for years. It's just like, who's going to be? It's like y'all laughed at LeVar Ball. But you know why y'all celebrated Ice Cube with some degree? Because he had a network deal. And mass media made it friendly. That's why. Think I'm lying? And shout out to Ice Cube for making it happen. But that's why. He had a network deal. So you know what mass media is going to do? Mainstream media going to do? They're going to support it. Y'all don't hear me though. It's like, Fred, how do you get your guests on the show? I know PR people. They feed me, I feed them. Hey, Bob Arum, I always say Al Heyman. Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn. How we gonna make this fight? You feed me, I feed you. Oh man, this is Barbershop Conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Talk to you soon, man. Peace.